Hey guys, it's Anna. Today we're in the world of Newcrest in one of the larger, more narrow lots located towards the bottom of the neighborhood. And we are building a modern family home. And this is a very spacious home. It's actually a very narrow home, which is why we do require this more narrow, lengthy kind of lot. And I believe this is the Optimus Lookout, I believe is the title of the lot. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, as you can see, the floor plan is very much underway. And the reason why I was able to come about this so quickly was this was something I did design on grid paper. It's something I had thought about a lot. And one of the big design concepts for this home was that large living area. So when we get into it, you will see I put the dining, the kitchen, and the living all in one, and I am obsessed with it. It all has the same color scheme, and it just looks so cohesive and spacious. And I think for family gameplay, it's so vital for me when I play The Sims. I like to have space. I like to have my Sims have the room to interact and to move. I hate it when you have advances in your Sims lives and you have to then rebuild a new house because you don't have a house that can be expanded upon or is easily to be adapted. Anyway, so that's the house. Let's get into kind of the design that we're getting into now. So these front sections, these hollowed sections I've created with the pillars and the gabled roof. Gabled roofs were very important in this build. And I've paired it, the front two sections as kind of like an accent to the front of the build. I always like there to be a focal point at the front of my exteriors in my builds. So that is why I have that kind of, it's like a paneling, it's like that dark chocolatey paneling. Love it. And I've paired it with kind of like a grey, it's like a slate, or is it? Actually, I think it's stucco. Anyway, it's from the Jungle Adventure game pack. Obsessed with that pack. I really love how those items, even though it's a very different type of design, it pairs so well in different styles of homes. So this is a modern home, which is not really something that you would see Jungle Adventure working in, but it does. There are just so many pieces that it kind of gives it a little bit of a contemporary flair, and I live. This front door was perfect. It's a door that I don't use a lot of. I think it actually comes from Get Famous. Get Famous is one of those packs where I would say it does run a little bit more modern and then mid-century, some retro pieces, but it's a solid pack. So anyway, we are looking into the floor plan. Now, these two bedrooms here that I'm working on, they actually get swapped. So that front room there with the carpet was meant to be a child's room, but it is huge. So that's now going to be the teen room, and I will later on swap those rooms. But I decided to do carpet in the kids' room, the teens' room, and the nursery. And then obviously the master has the same wooden flooring as the rest of the house because of the wallpaper I choose to use. These large windows were absolutely vital in flooding the spaces. And this is on a medium wall height. And I think it's very important to pick windows that are complementary to your wall height. So you can actually filter for that. There is you can filter by wall height when you do for windows and doors. And that option does help you. All right, so we are putting in the wallpaper. As I said, these rooms are going to be swapped just because the front room was way too big, so I thought the teen would get more use out of it. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. This is very minimally decorated because I intend to play in this. So when I play The Sims, I actually like really loosely decorated homes. I just find that they're easier to play in. I don't have to worry about things not functioning. I don't have to worry about, and also I feel like my game loads better when there's less objects. Like these houses that I do sometimes are absolutely beautiful, like overly cluttered, and they're gorgeous and they're aesthetically so pleasing. But I have always been one to love a more minimal look. And I did do that today. Like you'll see this kitchen, it has barely any decorations, but it still looks very effective, and I love that. So let's talk about the kitchen. The kitchen is where we start with our decorating process. And I did start with are they Cool Kitchen? Yeah, Cool Kitchen counters, I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, I don't like the island. I don't like how the handles and the drawers are on the overhang section where you're meant to be able to put the chairs, as you can see here, the stools. So I probably will go back and maybe alt place another cabinet in there so that you don't see that. But I like it. I liked this kind of color because I was very much playing with neutrals. This little trophy decoration piece works so well in this space, and I have no idea why. So I included that. Now, a part of my footage was a bit lost. So you will see the dining room, as we pass through the house, but you'll also see it in the tour at the end. I definitely do a tour. But it was beautiful, but that got all cut out. And then we went in with this. This is a lot of Dream Home Decorator. The couch looks very similar to the couch in the new pack, which is why I used it, because I just kind of wanted to, again, give that modern vibe that we are getting in that new pack. So the Growing Together expansion pack, the reason I don't have it is not because I don't want it. I definitely will be getting it, but for just some personal reasons, I am going to wait until probably closer to Christmas. It might even be on sale. It is something that I would 100% want. I think there is a couple of build items that I need today. So I do encourage you, if that is something that you would like in your game. I just think milestones and the aspirations, they really do give something to your gameplay, especially for infants. I at the moment have base game infants, but to me, I probably would need the expansion pack to really fully get the experience of these infants. So yeah, I will definitely be posting builds and content later in the year when I do purchase the pack. But for now, this is what we have to work with. And I do have obviously some of the base game infant objects in there. We do a nursery. It's probably the worst nursery I've ever built in my life or decorated, sorry, but it's okay. I enjoy it. But yes, I do want to say a big thank you to my good friend Kat's Coffee Sims for kind of making me more accountable to film. I know it's been a very long time, but I'm happy to do this, and I thank her for the little nip in the butt to get this video out to build, because my creativity has needed this. I am a very creative person, and sometimes you just need that fix. And The Sims has always been that for me, and I really enjoy this. I really enjoy the kind of building and floor plan aspect. Decorating, yes and no, but I did have fun with this one. I really love the floor plan. It's actually very similar into it seems so realistic to me. Like, I've been looking at homes because we're looking to purchase a home in real life. So I've been looking at floor plans, and this whole open living area where it's the kitchen, dining, and the living, that is just what I've been seeing nonstop, and I've been obsessed with it. The kind of laundry that's tacked on behind the kitchen, absolutely live. So these are kind of attributes that I would want in real life, and I think that creating it in The Sims is so fun. And yeah, so we have an ensuite. We've just done the master bedroom. I loved the kind of neutral tones in that master bedroom. And then the bathrooms are identical. It uses the same objects, but just we have a shower tub combo in the main bathroom. Now we are into the teens room. I went a little bit more industrial. We used a lighter tone. So we used wood tones, of course, like we do throughout the whole house. And that is something that's very important to me. I want to keep the color scheme the same but different. I know that may not make sense, but it makes sense to me. So this is the same color scheme of the whole entire house, but I've just thrown yellow and blue. So as you can see, it fits and it's cohesive, but it's still different enough to give variety to the home. So this is a huge room, and you definitely could repurpose this room. In fact, this could be, double as like a grandparent's room if you wanted to, a spare bedroom, if you do have the new pack. Here is that dining table, by the way. I love this tea set. It does not match, but I like it, so it's there. And again, back to the room. That room would fit if you do get the pack. They do like family and friends come to stay. Easily could be a room for that. So we have a teen, a child, and what will be an infant, and obviously the parents' room. This is more geared towards a masculine sim in my brain, but you could easily take this and then alter it. I would say the girls' child's room is it is more girly, so I don't know, maybe you could alter it, but that teen's room could go either way very simply. Okay, we are now into the nursery, and this is me really just having fun. I'm just looking at things. I have not opened my game. I've not seen any things. I've obviously applied the update. So this is all stuff part of the base game update that we received. And now normally I wouldn't put carpet on carpet, but I do in this just because I love those little round play mats. They're so sweet. I also put one in the living room. I thought that was really good. And this is just such a thrown together space. I do put some effort towards where the actual crib is. We will get to that. You'll see I'll put a nice dresser and some of the lattices that have the greenery from high school years just to make it a little bit more cozy. But I'm really just looking at all of the objects. I'm really just, going through and seeing. I have not yet played with the infants, so that's what I'm intending to do. So this build I'm actually going to use on Twitch. So I stream on Twitch occasionally, Builds with Anna, if you are interested. And yeah, so we're going to make a family. I haven't made them yet. I probably will after filming this video. And they're obviously, as we know, we're going to have a teen, a child, and an infant. And we're just going to play. I guess, we're not really a legacy challenge, but just play. Just want to see what these infants are like. I want to see how difficult they are. Obviously, I do not have the pack, so there won't be any of those milestone interactions. The infant will be able to do absolutely everything from the get-go, but it's still fun, right? It's still fun, and I love playing in Creator Sim and just having fun creating families and what have you. So I believe we still have the laundry and the child's room. The laundry is very thrown together because it's an awkward shape. I could have actually made it a little bit smaller. There isn't a lot of things that are in this space. But, it's a laundry. I really loved this sink. So again, we're using a lot of the Jungle Adventure because we've used assets from that pack, continuing to use assets all around the home. It does add to that cohesiveness. So color, the DLC that you use, the kind of tones that you use, balance. So whether you do something that's asymmetrical or symmetrical, like all of those things are going to add to the overall cohesiveness of your home and also your floor plan. So one of the biggest things for me is I wanted there to be a huge hallway. I wanted there to be a huge hallway from the front door to the back door of the property, and that just gives you flow. It makes it allows you, the viewer who is viewing the home, to be able to follow that line, follow that hallway, and it kind of pulls you through the house. I love it. Absolutely. You could change the positioning on some of the doors. I do think that they could be altered. But yeah, so this is the kids' room. We'll go through more in the tour. All right, we are live in game and let's go through the tour. So surprise, surprise, this is the landscaping. So I didn't cover the landscaping in the video just because I felt that I could just do it in the tour. I'm trying to find ways that just kind of give you what you need and I don't ramble for too long. So as a couple of things I didn't mention about the front of the property, I have these balconies. I have one at the front, one at the back. They're not functional. This is a one-story build, as you would have seen, but it just gives it a little bit of character. So little notes like that and these front pillars are what gives this property shape, right? So yeah, just some simple greenery. A lot of this is debug high school years, actually. a lot of it. I didn't want to do anything that required stairs, so I did a foundation, but I only pulled it up once. So the sim will be able to walk up and down this, will not need stairs. I've got a wall mailbox. It does look a little bit bland, but again, I'm going to play in this home and I don't really need it to be that grand. Okay, so we follow the path down. This is all terrain paint down to the back of the property. I love this fence. I've never used it before. This is a base game debug fence. You guys know I use debug fences so that I can place them on the very edge of the property. And I needed to do that with this home because, as you can see, this is all house, right? There is very little back. I've really filled this lot. Okay, so we head down the path. We have a bit of a kids area, just some flower arranging. I love to put skill building in all my builds. This planter piece, this is from the debug menu. I'm trying to think, was it high school years? I'm not sure. I'm obsessed with it. I absolutely love the detailing on it, and it pairs so well with the house because this house, it's very much got those neutral tones, the blacks and the whites and that. But it also has this very chocolatey wood tone, and it pairs so well. So this planter actually pulled from that color, which was really good. I have a very basic kind of barbecue outdoor entertaining area with some music. I put in a hot tub because why not? I love this. This is like my favorite area. Absolutely. So this is just like a little seating area. I've got a fountain, which is really pretty. I don't ever use fountains, so there you go, doing something different. But this is just such a beautiful space. And this is actually just like a pot piece, a clutter piece, which I've placed some plants in. I love these barrel plants. I think these are from Dine Out. So good, right? And I actually used this glass table. This is from the Blooming Rooms kit. I swore when I bought that pack, or that kit, sorry, that I would never use this. There you go. I've used it. This is one of the new clutter objects from the Infants update. I thought that was really sweet. And these panels, these divider panels, so these are actually from Vintage Glamour, I believe, and they're just so lovely. They really give kind of a contemporary, more luxe feeling to this backyard, and I really enjoy that. All right, so as I said, the non-functional balcony and then different windows at the back. We've got those taller windows as opposed to the front, which has some detailing. Just kind of some greenery here. I put some clotheslines, just some planters here, again, skill building. And I put a basketball hoop just for more activities for the Sims, for the children's. I love these magnolia trees. They're beautiful. I use the hawthorn trees at the front just because I wanted it to be, normally for modern homes, I tend to go for cypress trees. I go for palms. But I went with the hawthorn tree because I did still want it to fit in with the neighborhood that we're in with Newcrest, but also give that family's vibe. I didn't want blue suburban, but I wanted to give you that vibe. So yeah, so that's the landscaping. So let's get into the home. So we do head through the front of the property, and I love this little entryway. It's so simplistic, but it's so effective. I love that the tone of this matches the tone of the door. Again, more clutter pieces. And then through this door here, we go straight into the master bedroom, which is absolutely stunning. I love this kind of neutral tones and the brown. Again, very much jungle and venture. We've got a bit of island living in here. Oh, we're clipping. I will fix this before I put it on the gallery. I promise you. I put in a pet blanket just because I had a corner and I wanted to fix it. You know, put something there and not a plant. A little dressing space. I think that's really sweet. I could put a rug here, but I didn't. Again, I'm loosely decorating this home as I'm going to play in it. Just a little kind of study nook. I use these chairs these are actually from Sparta. And they're the dining room chairs. And that's the other kind of tip that I have is, use an asset. Use it in multiple different rooms. You can use it in different colors, but, repeat assets. It'll also help. You go through this door and we go into that ensuite. The ensuite is very simple, nothing too much in here. And again, the bathroom to the main bathroom to the house is next door, and that's kind of the same layout. It does have a toddler potty for when the infant does age up. All right, so just a little sitting nook down here, just a painting. I love this bookshelf. I think it's from Moschino stuff. Beautiful bookshelf. And I put this little candle detail in here. I actually really like that combination. We got to have a chest table. Wouldn't be an Anna build without one. All right, through this door here, we go into the kids' room. We kind of loosely went over this previously, but we used a lot of the yellow tones as well and blues. So I really loved how this pale blue matches well with these high school years side tables. And that's what I like to do. You take a bed and, you know, you would think maybe you would pair it with the yellow, but if you take one of the other secondary colors in an object, it just makes it look a little bit more put together. And I love how this just looks cohesive because the blue is the same. So yeah, she has just a very basic room, a desk to do her homework. And then down the hall over to the left-hand side of the property, this huge room is the teens room. So I love how this has absolutely every color that's in the house, but just has blue and yellow added. So it does look very much like that it fits in. Again, I'm clipping a bit. I will fix that. And yes, loosely decorated, but I put in a bit of skill building and I just love the industrial vibes. These are from the industrial loft kit. These are from the Desert Luxe kit. And I think this is from Spa Day. All right, across the hall. I don't know how good it's going to be having a teens room near a nursery, but oh well, we will see. I love this little corner. I wish I could just show you like this little corner and be like, this is the nursery. It's not great, but I still like it. I went with more of a neutral kind of gender neutral color scheme just because I wasn't sure of, you know, obviously the infant hasn't been created or I haven't had the baby yet. My sim hasn't had the baby, so I don't know the gender. So I just thought this would be a great little option. And I did want to purpose this room that when they do age up to a toddler, that it's going to be easily accessible. I don't have to stress about adding extra objects for when that happens. But yeah, just some of the new clutter items that we have with the update. And yeah, I just love this little detail. All right. Now we're going to head down the hall. So how I've set this up is all the bedrooms are at the front. And then it's heading down these beautiful like faux archway into the living area. Is this not so beautiful? I live. So as I said, kitchen is very loosely decorated. I was not joking about that. 1, 2, 3, 4 items. 6 items if you count what's here on the islands. This annoys me. I will probably have to alt place a cabinet to kind of hide those handles, but I love it. These are from the Desert Luxe kit, these chairs, and I love how they interact with this island counters, and I love the backsplash. So this backsplash is the same in the roof. So again, it kind of marries it so well. So you got the browns and the blacks and the whites, and it's just such an elegant kitchen. So there's your kitchen, and this is your dining area. So this is the bit that the filming had cut out. So I have never put this clutter piece at the end of a dining table, but I really enjoy how it looks. This teapot, it doesn't go, but I like it for gameplay purposes, and I always forget to add it. So I added it because I remembered it, I guess. We do have a high chair. But again, I just really love these chunky chairs. All right, so we have the living room. So I love this rug. So there's a pink in this rug that kind of plays with the pink in that plant. This is from Jungle Adventure 2, and it's one of the best plants in the game, in my opinion. And yeah, just really sweet. Just got a coffee table. This is from Decor to the Max kit. This is from Moschino stuff. The bookend, I love the little lantern because there's lanterns outside, so it kind of, plays on that. Look at this. The sun shines, and there's a little play mat. Oh, so pretty. I love it. Okay. And then heading down here, we do have the laundry, and I've got the tree clipping into the laundry. Love that for me. Anyway, very sweet. Just what you need in here. I could have cluttered this up a lot more if I wanted to. And then you head outside the house, which we have been in. And there you have it. So that is the build today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching this far if you are still with me. And I will put this onto the gallery, and be sure to check out on Twitch because we're going to be using this house and we're going to be playing with the new infants. I'm going to make a family, and yeah. So be sure to check out on my Instagram and my Twitter. That way you will be notified when I go live. So Anna's _ corner 418 over on Twitter, and you'll be notified for when I go live. All right. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye for now.